What up, tubers? We're back for some more sealed practice for the Arena Open coming up, and just sealed practice in general. So we're going to do some best of one Streets of New Capenna sealed, and yeah, prep for day one of the sealed open. Day two will be best of three draft. We opened 2 Unleash the Inferno. Okay, well, our rares are all over the place here. We have some really solid looking Jund cards here, and then we have one of the best rares in Broker's Ascendancy, so strong rares. We're gonna have to finagle our way into this one. Maybe our fixing and our treasure production will be good enough. As always, just like to go take all the playable cards for each color first, and then go from there. Wow, blue has 6 cards total? That is not a compelling start, okay. Doesn't mean we won't necessarily play blue, but it's pretty unlikely with only 6 cards. The multicolored cards are going to have to be really good for us to want those. Ooh, this red is not very appealing either. Okay, this pool looks kind of bad from just the individual colored cards. Maybe the multicolored cards can save us, but we'll see here. Again, I'm just gonna pull out all of the playables. Lagrella. We have 3 Riveteers outlooks. Okay. Alright, this looks like a mess, but we'll see if we can build something out of this. Had success with yesterday's sealed pool. How many vampires do we have in this? 2 total vampires for Evelyn, and that's counting itself, so just Evelyn and the Midnight Assassin. Pretty brutal. I mean, man, we have 3 of the best Bant cards, the Ascendancy, the Charm, and the Lagrella, but Bant otherwise just does not look very good, it feels like. I guess the white has like double Rumor Gatherer, Overseer, Informant's good. Again, blue is just awful on its own, though, and I don't think I'd be splashing for any of these blue cards, so we're probably cutting blue as an individual color, and then maybe just splashing it for some of the more busted cards, but also it doesn't feel like we got the fixing to make it work. This might be a sad Jund deck. But even Jund looks pretty freaking weak here. I have a big score, a Glittermonger for some treasures. That will certainly help. I mean, the green-white doesn't look terrible as a baseline. Because honestly, my red does not look that impressive. And this would be a free roll splash then. Well, maybe we can do a green-white. Let's take a look at what green-white would look like here. Green-white maybe splashing a little bit. Wouldn't play that. Okay. Maybe something like this is not crazy bad then. Oops. Yeah, green-white splashing busted blue cards, I think, makes a lot of sense. I don't really care for the Initiate, so that's a fine cut. Spencer's okay to cut. Our creature count is pretty high for the Broker's Ascendancy. Do we have enough ways to, like, filter to draw the Ascendancy is the question. We have, let's see, Scries from the Gatherers, Informant. I guess we wouldn't need Glittermonger in this list. Revelers is a free roll. Actually, you know what? This kind of does look good. This doesn't look bad at all. We only get, what, a Cabaret Courtyard for fixing, though? That's pretty weak. This island swamp that doesn't do anything. Wow, yeah, the fixing here is really bad. Good thing the blue is just such a minor splash then. Don't really care for brokers or social climber here either. But yeah, no, we have a lot of fixing. 2 prize fights for treasure, briefcase treasure, that's 3. Oh, okay. Maybe that's not a lot of fixing. I thought I had more for some reason. In this type of pool, I almost like just going super greedy 5 color, but the fixing really isn't... I mean, the cards and the fixing aren't good enough. That's the biggest issue. Like, there's not much payoff for going super greedy. Like, we have a shakedown, or whatever this is called. Yeah, shakedown, and a sigil in black. Red gives us basically nothing except for some of the dual colored cards, so... This is one of those weaker pools for sure. Okay, I mean... Is it worth it to splash the heavy then? Probably not. But we could pretty easily, I guess, with like the Riveteer's outlooks. This would splash, or this would fix for black and green. It's probably not good enough. Alright, I mean, if nothing else, this deck should be fairly consistent. I guess maybe the Shieldmate's worse than the Fencer, I'm not sure. But this looks like a draft deck almost, like just a 2-color draft deck with some splash good cards. I could see this working. We actually have decent creature quality and decent removal, so it's not like terrible by any means, and a good curve to boot, so... Yeah, you know what? This is actually going to be fine. Little quick build here. We get 1 piece of fixing in the form of Cabaret Courtyard, which just grabs green and white. We're not actually going to run any mountains for the Rakish Revelers. There's no reason to. So at least 6 plains. Probably 2-ish islands. And then at least 6-ish forests. So we can go like 7, 7, 2, 1. In fact, we might even want to go heavier on the white. Especially for the double Rumor Gatherer. And the green we don't need super early, it looks like. Okay, I don't think this is bad. It's got some high power cards, it's got a good curve, some good removal. This looks fine. We can probably take this. I mean, on average, I would say we probably get anywhere between like 3 and 5 wins. But obviously this is best of 1, this is Magic, variants can play a role, so we'll just try our best and hope to draw Broker's Ascendancy quite a bit. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Capenna Sealed. We are on the play with an okay looking hand. I mean, we have all 3 mana, all 3 colors of mana, and a decent enough curve. That was a good draw. Yeah, let's lead on turn 2 Informant instead. Might want to ditch this Plains. Versus, actually, you know what? I'm going to discard Broken Wings here. To guarantee I can just curve into Darling of the Masses next turn. I think that makes sense. So Informant's not a citizen, but the backup agent is, which means the Darling will pump up the agent. I think we're just going to make the agent itself a 2-2. Yeah, especially since they just played a random 3-1 now. And I don't think we want to attack into that. Give them a treasure on their turn for no reason. No blocks. Sure, that's fine. Let's get this Darling online, hit him for 3. Ooh, Jaxus is really freaking good. I might need to fight the Jaxus with my backup agent. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with both here and see if they block. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, fight our backup agent to kill their Jaxus, and then we just get to eat the Requisitioner with our Darling. We were gonna have to do that anyways with the backup agent, so I don't mind. That was some good value there for us. We ended up getting a 2-1 anyways to replace the backup agent, so it wasn't even that bad that we had to technically 2-for-1 ourselves to kill the Jaxus in the first place, you know? Well, they have a Rakish Reveler, sure. Land's good. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play the Dapper Shieldmate. Oh, wait, is this a citizen? Oh, I could actually do that instead too. What shield do I prefer? I guess I'd rather break the shield of the Dapper Shieldmate. But since this is a citizen, it would be pumped by the Darling of the Masses, and so either one of these will fight with the Reveler, but I think we keep the shield on the flying creature and go like this. And then we'll go ahead and smash in for 4. Assume they'll trade with the 2-1, but we get another replacement for that. Okay, this is going pretty well. Opponent still has a bunch of cards in their hand, but it is on them. Let's see, when it deals combat damage, play a draw card if you had 2 more. Okay. Well, this is going to be over pretty quickly. Seems good. In response to the Dusk Mangler, since we'd have to discard anyways, we might as well flash this in. Alright, good beats. Well, that worked out very well, and we didn't even need to draw our Broker's Ascendancy, just Child of the Masses, or whatever that thing's called. Citizen of the Masses. What is this called? Darling of the Masses? One of those names. Darling of the Masses with some removal spells. Good enough. 1-0. And, yeah. Let's keep doing that. Okay, on to game number 2. Looks good. So we Cabaretti on white here, because it doesn't grab our blue source anyways, and we have a double white card. Question is, do we want to lead on the Rumor Gatherer, or do we want to lead on the Inspiring Overseer? And I guess we'll find out. See what we draw for the first couple of draw steps, and then decide on turn 3. Turn 1, Hypnotic Grifter. If we don't draw a land next turn, I'll probably lead with the Inspiring Overseer so we can try to curve out. Yep, alright, so 2-1 flyer, draw a card. That is kind of like a land, a slow land. Ooh, Sticky Fingers. Okay, and then they're gonna get aggro here. So they hit me for 3, I go to 18, and they get a treasure. We did find the land, very nice. So I'm just gonna go land pass here and try to swoop in on their initiate if it attacks. Oh, actually... Oh, no, wait, that has Menace, never mind. I was gonna say, block the Grifter, but... Don't care about this. They only have 1 card left in their hand, so... What I'm gonna do here is, I think, Bouncer's Beatdown on their, on their Hypnotic Grifter right now. And because it's an exile effect, they don't get to draw a card from Sticky Fingers. And then we're just going to leave back our Protector to block. Feels like we're really far ahead, but we just need to stabilize since they have board presence and we don't. I'm gonna block the Initiate with my Swooping Protector if it attacks, because the Requisitioner can just trade with one of our tokens we produce later. I think I might get a little bit greedy here and just go Gather or Pass. Because they only have, well, 2 cards now, but 1 card in hand previously. Then I can go Shieldmate plus Briefcase to draw a card with the Gatherer. And really cement our position, I think. Hell, could even go Strong Arm now. Let's lead with the Briefcase though, because that's one we're going to play anyways, and we get a Scry. That seems fine to keep. And then... yeah, we'll go with the Strong Arm. Let's pump itself. And say go. Pumping the other 2 doesn't really matter, because they would still be able to trade with the Requisitioner. That is a very strange attack. 2, 4, 6. Why do they need 8 mana? I guess I'm just gonna block with my 1/1 token. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why they did that then. Play this pre-combat, get a Scry. Attack with both. And then play Broker's Ascendancy and laugh, I guess. Seems like a solid strategy. Not that we needed the card. We were already pretty far ahead here, but... Ascendancy certainly puts a nail in a coffin. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we can... we don't even want to waste that. What am I talking about? I'd rather just attack with these 2. I don't care if they blow up the shield with their 1/1. No need to get uber aggressive and just punt it all away. Good old fun Ascendancy. Man. Just, compare this to some of the other Ascendancies, like the Obscura one we tried to force the other time. Oh. Hope the opponent's not just rage quit here. I can understand the frustration of losing to Ascendancy, but there's no reason to do this. Right, well, I guess I will pause because our opponent is baby raging. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt here. We'll just assume that they were on a train and went through a tunnel or something, but it's always a little bit suspect when one of these situations arises. If it was a rage, don't be like that person. Again, we didn't even need the Ascendancy to beat them anyways. It was more of a, again, nail in the coffin type thing, but there we go, 2-0. 1 game with the Ascendancy and 1 game without. I'm not saying you should open Broker's Ascendancy if you're going to be playing the Arena Open, but I'm saying it's a good idea if you want to potentially increase your win rate. Okay, game number 3. On the play, this hand is okay. Really wants to find a blue source. That is a blue source indeed. Alright, so we'll play the Courier's Briefcase, get our Citizen. But we do want to hold the Briefcase until we absolutely need to, or deem it right. That's a great draw. Ooh, baby. I think we're gonna discard the... Actually, we're gonna discard the Revelers here, as we're gonna need to use the briefcase on blue currently. And although we do have blue sources in the deck, whereas this is really our only true red source, I think this is fine. Okay, the opponent's got a good draw though. Turn 2 Civil Servant, turn 3 Jewel Thief is quite nice. Another land is good. I think I'm gonna pass this turn and swoop. Getting the 2/1 flyer online and then playing the Ascendancy to make it a 3 power seems good. Okay. I think we're alright with them just hitting us for 2. Extraction Specialist has a 3/2 lifelink, sure. Another Swooping Protector's pretty good, but let's go ahead and just get this Ascendancy online now and pass. Yeah, this card is very, very stupid. The annoying part is you don't even need to do anything and it immediately triggers on the same turn you cast it. Similar to like Fight Rigging Light, or rather, no, Fight Rigging Upgraded or like Rabble Rousing. They could have the 5 mana exile, but even if they do, we've already gotten quite a bit of value here. This is not a great attack for them because I'm happy to trade my shield for their thief. And obviously, if they do have a trick, I still keep my Swooping Protector. I do think they have like a Libation here, or potentially the For the Family, I think it's called. But either way, yep. They only break the shield. I will take 3. The tramples damage still goes through, but like, that was good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack for 3 with the Protector here. Alright, that's fine, and we're just gonna flash this in now because we want it to get the counter from the other Ascendancy, or rather, yeah. Muscle's very good. If we can draw a blue source, we'll probably need to Lagrella that one. Ah, that's also very good. Let's just kill that now. That's on attacks and blocks. And now that our civilians are 4/4, we have 2 big creatures to block all of theirs, so even if they have 1 removal spell, it's not the worst. And yeah, I mean, the Ascendancy is just doing its stupid thing. We'll probably end up blitzing this if we don't draw. Okay! Now, they have a very good enchantment too. I mean, it is not great versus big creatures, but it is certainly a good card. Hoping to just draw a land here. Alright, let's go big in the air. And we're attacking with the strong arm here, because even though they will probably block with their Jewel Thief, which they shouldn't, they should block with their Civil Servant. Now we'll get to draw a card, and if we draw one of our lands, we can play it immediately. Yeah, so that in that scenario there, they should have bounced with their 2-3, because you'll notice if they did give me a land, I would have been able to play it, which I wouldn't have done otherwise. That's obviously fine. And we just smack with everything next turn. They have an okay double block on my 5-5, I guess. Maybe I just attack with the Informant, but yeah. Good old Ascendancy. One of the few ways you can probably beat a rabble-rousing is just to get your busted enchantment down before theirs, and conveniently mine costs 3 mana and their costs 5, so... Skill game, let's go to the next match. 3-0 currently. Alright, on the draw, but perfect mana. And we can even play a turn 3 Protector off of Briefcase if we want to. I don't think we have a way to actually activate the Briefcase, do we? Let me double check how many ways to make a treasure are in this deck. We have... Oh, actually we could, in theory. Double Prize Fight. And... Yeah, double Prize Fight with my 3 colors could, in theory. Though that's very unlikely. But I don't think having the Briefcase is a reason to run some of those other lands that we're not running. For example, the... excuse me, the... Do I have any duels? I have a couple, right? Yeah. Oh man, just the Tramway? Oh, never mind. Yeah, my mana's bad. That is a super annoying card. Ugh. Very annoying rare. If you don't deal with that and they have it on turn 2, it can just snowball. It does have like sort of diminishing, maybe not diminishing, but it's not as useful in the later stages of a game, but at the beginning of a game it just can take over way too easily. Like they can make a treasure here and just ramp and fix. They can make a 2-2 and just start pressuring. They could do both. Not great. I guess what I might try to do here is ambush their Galagreeters, because even if they play one creature to make it a 3-3, we can swoop in and double block. I'm not going to get my hopes up, because one trick or removal spell is going to feel bad, but you got to do what you got to do. Alright, so they are also playing Bant. Alright, they're gonna go for it. I will go for it as well. Cross our fingers. Hey, very nice. Okay. Now confidence has increased. Only 2 cards left, so we can hold the ransom for... Wow, they're just playing a bunch of small weenies. Okay. Oh. Let's just pass and hold up another swoop. Looks like they're just on, like, Bant super aggro, so... We just need to stabilize... and then try to win with our more powerful cards. Sparrow's Adjudicator. Okay, that's a good one. Now they have access to white again. Yep, shipping in the nerds. Let's trade for the Gardener and the Socialite, since the Socialite can get bigger and the Gardener has an ability. Fall down to 12, but no big deal. It's a good draw as well. Let's start off by playing the Overseer. Smacking in for 2. And then play another 2/1 flyer. We played 4 2/1 flyers this game. So if we draw a creature that costs 3 or less... Oh, I guess they're probably going to adjudicate our Pegasus. I think we're okay to try racing since we can ransom the adjudicators. Oh, that's very good too. Yeah, I still think we want to start off with this. And then smack for 4. I think I'm going to wait 1 turn to play the backup agent. Because if we draw another land, I can go Darling plus backup agent and then draw a card with the Pegasus. It's not too bad right now if we take 3 more damage. Yeah, no blocks. Did not draw another land. Oh, still go for the 2-turn air clock. The only way I can see us losing is if they have a removal spell for the Darling here, and then they have like a Broken Wings for the hold. So, it is possible I lose. But they need some very specific things, and it looks like they didn't do anything end of turn, so that makes it more likely that we're probably just going to kill him next turn. Alright, nice. Flyers are still good in limited, turns out. No surprise there. Yeah, sitting at 4-0 now. Good stuff. All right, looks like we're gonna do some high rolling and maybe we can get to 7. Going to game number 5. On a little bit of a heater here. Is this hand good? I don't think you're supposed to mulligan, but we don't do anything before turn 4. We have all 3 of our colors and some strong enough cards. I guess ideally we find any 2-drop, or our opponent doesn't come out too quickly. Okay, that's good that they didn't do anything on turn 1 or 2. Probably just land cycle one of their dudes would be my guess. Perfect. Yeah. Exhibition Magician. They made a treasure. Still, I didn't do anything here on turn 1, 2, or 3, though. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they are on lots of colors here. And that's no surprise. Every card they've played is good so far. Maybe not the Incriminate, but... yeah, we're gonna go with Darling of the Masses this turn. Hopefully it doesn't die, but even if it does, next turn we can play Dapper Shieldmate and then Bouncer's Beatdown. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Sorry, this is black, not blue permanence. Mistake. Okay, awkward, but fine. I guess we're just gonna shield mate and pass then. Oh, they have a fight rigging. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a fun one. And they made a 5-6 here. Yeah, I'm gonna take 8. Yikes. Okay, that's not bad. We could beat down their Echo Inspector. But then how do I kill the Wrecking Crew? Not very easily. We probably need to buy your silence, I guess. Yeah, I guess let's attack for 2 first. Make a doo-doo. I don't know if they double block, but they might. And then we go buy your silence on the Wrecking Crew, give them a treasure. I guess as they pump the Echo Inspector, hit me for 4, and then play out their bandits. But then next turn, what we can do is Broker's Charm their flyer, beat down their bandits, and hopefully stabilize. Good. Okay, setup is working. Hey, okay. That's only going to cost 1 black mana for us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Wait, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, but I only have 1 green, so I can prize fight first. Okay, let's go here. Here. Punch. Beat down. Swing like this. And I'm not actually going to mind if they trade with my Darling of the Masses to get their only creature off the board. Okay. They did not dash it. Good. So actually, it's probably better now to just go like this. Attack for 4. And then Reveler. Reveler. Okay, it gives us a bunch more blockers. That's a good sign. That's fine, that already had Menace, that didn't matter. So now we force them to block one of our, yeah. If we attack like this, they cannot eat one of the 1/1s. They have to block the Rakish Revelers here, take 6. They do get to draw a card, though, and I don't want to lose to Jockey. I wonder if it's even safer, actually, to... Well, no, that's going to require a double block anyways, right? Yeah, okay. So I will lose if they have a Jockey plus a removal spell. but nice. Woo! Let's go, baby. That's how we do it. Yeah, there again, Ascendancy wasn't the key. It was just chaining our removal spells in the correct order, and bam, 5-0. Let's do it. Love it. Those are the games that are like, okay, you found the pieces to the puzzle. And to game number 6 we go with a 5-0 start. Oh my gosh, that hand looks disgusting. On the play. Nothing to do on turn 1 or 2, but look at these 3 drops. They are very nice, and there is the perfect land to cast it to. So the game plan is shaping up nicely. Gonna lead on Rumor Gatherer. Like, playing the Ascendancy early doesn't do anything, right? If I don't have any creatures for it. So I think we're gonna play like Rumor Gatherer into Rumor Gatherer into Inspiring Overseer. Okay, opponent does have some good cards though. Sheesh. Play the Courtyard first, to not lose out on our scry. Forest. Scry. I'm gonna take 4, maybe 5 next turn. I guess I probably need to get the Ascendancy online next turn to turn these into 3/2s, but then the turn after that turn them into 4/3s. That's a pretty good draw too. Okay, so let's go like this. Pass. Start ticking up. End of turn, we're actually going to now Rakish Reveler instead. That's fine. I don't know why they're not attacking with Rigo. They really want that life gain, huh? Have to block here, and I might as well trade, I guess. Take 3. Yeah. It's just safest. I mean, I don't want to lose those creatures, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? This makes a 6/4 and a 2/2, so can't complain. Would have been really nice, though, to have drawn 2 cards. Are they going to eat their own creature? It might be worth it for them to eat their Rigo. Yeah, I like that play. And that gives them a Citizen, which is why they're doing that main phase. So they hit me for another 3. They go to 30, I go to 9. Wow. That's pretty funny. So they get their Rigo back if I do this. I think I'm gonna just eat their token and my Overseer. I don't really care about their Lagrella right now. And this is where Ascendancy is probably going to start taking over the game. We've stabilized. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'd have to prize fight their flyer, though, which kind of sucks. I could lose to like a Luxurious Libation here. Yeah. Hopefully they don't have it. Okay, phew, they don't. 1 card in hand, that's good too. We probably should save that, though, would be my guess. So I'm just going to pass here. Okay, they're going to go for equip on the regulator. Nice. All right. And with that flyer dead, I think we're feeling a lot more confident. Well, we are definitely feeling a lot more confident, I should say. So I can play the strong arm and start attacking next turn. Okay. Kind of a weird attack if they want to do that, but I'd be happy. That's another fantastic freaking draw. Holy smokes. Yeah, let's start crashing. Sure. They just gave me a bunch of creatures back. I guess, do I want to attack into a Wrath? Probably not. In fact, in case they have a Wrath, I think I'd do this. Because the shield would stay online. Like, I don't need any more creatures. We're going to win with this, so if they have depopulate, you know, we get our flyer back, we draw a card there. Depopulate draws us a card for just having a white or for a multicolored creature. Very good. Nice! Bootlegger's stash. That's a funny one. Alright, 6-0, baby. Let's freaking go. Broker's Ascendancy. What a stupid, stupid card. But you know what? You play what you open, and if you open one of the best cards, if not the best card in the format, then why wouldn't you play it? So, 6-0. Let's go for the 7. Okay. 7th game. Hopefully it's our last one here. We are 6-0. Looking good with this opening hand. We'll get a forest on turn 1 here. Turn 2 we've got briefcase. Turn 3 we can go for the protector. And hopefully we just draw Broker's Ascendancy to, well, make this quick and easy. Fiend's Informant, you got it. They did discard a spell. It's a 3-2. Guess we'll just pass. Hopefully they attack, and then I'll flash in my swoops. Alright, let's go for it. Bird Citizen. Online. Sure. I don't even lose my creature. A-okay by me. Now we attack for 3, we pass, and they're not playing around having a second swooping protector, so while they could have another trick or whatever, it's gonna be pretty funny. Oh, boo. Well, I guess if they do this, in response, I'll shoot their creature for 2. Oh. And sometimes people are just off it and you win a very easy game of Magic. And you know what? I wasn't super excited with this sealed pool when we opened it, but my god, we drew Broker's Ascendancy, I don't even know how many times, but well, I'm glad you got to see the full power if you didn't realize how good this card is. And then yeah, just an efficient curve, good creatures, decent removal. Hey, sometimes that's good enough, so let's do that again for the Arena Open. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these sealed practices in preparation for it. Yeah, nothing else to say. Clean 7-0. Ran well, played well, got there. So hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more action here on the streets of Arena. Later, tubers.